In identifying the NBA's ultimate clutch player, you don't have to look any further than Jerry West.
Jerry was a guy that just had super confidence, and it bordered on being cocky.
It's almost like you don't think you can fail, and particularly when the game's on the line. You know, a lot of times in my career, you know, we'd go over and have a timeout and be a close game or a tie game, and I didn't want to play to be run. Just give me the basketball, and let's see what happens. And I think that's the kind of attitude you have to have. You can't be afraid.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this time to say rest in peace to Jerry West. For a lot of you guys, or ladies, or people in general, may not understand or know the influence of the great Jerry West. And I'm just going to break these things down to you. Jerry West was the influence to your Dr. J, to your Oscar Robinsons. He's the influence. Basically, Jerry West was the NBA's first big guard. Him, Pete Maravich, if you love Magic Johnson, etc. The premier scoring shooting guard, Mr. Clutch himself. And it's inspirational, and his entire involvement with the game of basketball has influenced the game to this day. Being at 6'4", you have to understand, the guards were too small to contest his shot. The bigs couldn't help out or guard him because he could blow past them with the dribble. Same hand, stop hesitations and changes of speeds. This man was a relentless force. He was the beginning and the dawn of an era of Laker basketball. We wouldn't have what we have today in the game of basketball if it wasn't for Jerry West. It might be a tough concept for people to ingest, digest, or even swallow. But this man, Jerry West, was an influence to everybody who's played the game of basketball, including your great Michael Jordan. This man also, everything that he touched ended up being successful. Beyond having one of the greatest basketball careers in NBA history, beyond being a part of and starting the legacy and the dynasty of the Laker organization, he also handpicked Kobe Bryant. A lot of people don't know Kobe Bryant was the 12th or 13th overall pick in the NBA draft. He, in particular, knew the talent of Kobe Bryant and went out of his way to draft a high school basketball player. And to some, and many that were around at that time, could remember that it was said that Kobe Bryant was a high risk and almost a waste of a pick until he set foot on the NBA court. He also was involved in negotiating to get Shaquille O'Neal to the Los Angeles Lakers. He also had involvement in Magic Johnson's career. Also moved on to help them to turn around the Memphis organization by working in their office as well. He also had his hand in some of the Golden State's early championship years. You see, playing the game, some people can rally up stats, but to truly have love for the game, you never leave the game. It's almost a part of your lifestyle. There's never a moment that I felt, seen Jerry West cheat the game or talk about the game as if he was ever tired. As a matter of fact, I'd almost say that drive, that Mamba mentality, that love for the game of basketball all comes from Jerry West. Hence why he's the logo. You can look at the highlights. It may be hard to accept to highly speak on or view a white man in the game of basketball and how influential he is to a dominant African American populated league now. But this man himself has influenced everything. He is the cornerstone of what the NBA is. He's driven, he excelled, he moved the meter for this association to take things to the next level. I personally have Jerry West at 4, but I could argue to anybody that Jerry West is the 3rd or 2nd greatest shooting guard of all time. Not to mention, you cannot forget or ignore to the fact that the man had 10 MVPs. And quite honestly, I have much respect to him to be able to go to so many finals and only have 1 championship and still fight and still keep going on and on just to get that 1 ring. Without further ado, guys, I'd like to take this moment and congratulate Jerry West and his influence to the game of basketball. This is Jay Leno, and I'm out. Laker Nation, rest in peace, Jerry West.